Asian Food Solutions. Welcome to From the Show Floor.
Marlon, Amanda, great to see you guys again.
Amanda, Marlon, thanks for having us again.
Oh,
Lincoln,
anytime.
Della, thank
Hi.
So how you guys doing today?
Awesome. It's great to be in Syracuse.
Yeah, it's nice and chilly up here,
Absolutely.
especially in this room.
Yeah.
Well, let's heat it up with a little Latin flavor.
That
with
sounds
COMIDA
amazing.
VIDA.
Yeah.
So what do we have today?
So, today we're reintroducing our individually wrapped burritos that are 2 and 2.
Okay.
We're featuring our chicken and our beef burritos in particular, and also our IW Jamaican patty.
Speaking my language, Jamaican patties. Yeah, I'm
They're-
all about that.
You know what they are? We'll move on to our chicken tinga. So you guys know about the chicken tinga, right?
Chicken tikka, chicken tinga.
So Della's going to tell you about a little bit what to do with the chicken tinga, though.
Ooh.
So what I love about the chicken tinga is it literally comes to your school ready to go. So you just have to heat it. Okay, so then that's where the creativity becomes really part of the fun, right?
Right.
So here we have it over a macaroni and cheese, and we're calling it like a loaded Southwestern macaroni and cheese, right?
Oh, wow.
How
That
fun
looks
is that?
really good.
And then here we have it as loaded tater tots. So chicken tinga loaded tater tots. How fun is that as well? But
Which are also known as tachos.
oh, there you go, tachos. But then it doesn't stop there. You could put it in a burrito shell. You could have it over nacho chips. I mean, it's so versatile. So as a menu planner, you look at it and you say, I can use one item and I can carry it across 6, 7, 8 different dishes. And that makes it really worth, considering for your menu.
I'm just looking at this and thinking, I want to take this for dinner tonight. Can I just eat that tonight?
We'll warm it up later.
Warm it up? All right.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you for your next meal.
I am.
But I don't know if you know this. Marlon is obsessed with your plantains.
True story. True story.
Would you like to try a bite of one of them, Marlon, just so you have that taste?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I think so,
Okay.
but okay.
Obviously, yes, please.
Obviously.
Yes, please.
Right. So part of my household food culture, my stepfather is Haitian, and we were eating plantains. I ate those all the time as a kid. But for someone who's not familiar with the plantain, can you explain the flavor profile? And
It's perfect visual.
Perfect.
Plantain is certainly a sweet banana, right?
right.
Okay, so when we actually cooked it, we actually cooked these plantains so they caramelize in the oven. So you notice a little black in color?
Yeah, that's the crispy, crunchy, yummy.
Crispy, crunchy,
That is the
crunchy,
best.
sweet.
My favorite
That is
part.
the best.
My favorite part.
Yeah, so that's when the color actually pops out too. So these are traditionally consumed all throughout the Caribbean, certainly Haiti, of course, and definitely Jamaica, right?
Jamaica.
And certainly throughout Central and South America. So this is a very popular staple in that diet. We also have the yuca fries. That's not a potato, by the way. So that's another starchy veg that qualifies for school nutrition.
So it would be a tuber, a root vegetable.
It would be a root vegetable.
Correct.
Neat.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never served those to my kids in New Hampshire. What a great way to educate them on some Caribbean
foods,
flavors.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if a director or a menu planner does something fun like a Taste It, Try It Tuesday or Show Me Your
idea.
Taste Buds Thursday, these are fun items just to say, hey, look, there are different fruits and vegetables, and why don't you try these out? And it gives them something to talk about, a different kind of banana.
How would you serve a yuca fry?
Oh, absolutely. So if it were me and I was doing a Taste It, Try It Tuesday, I would put just one on a plate and perhaps try different sauces or just let them try it as it is, and say, think of it as a different type of French fry.
And it looks like it's great finger food for our
Absolutely.
tactile elementary students. So I
Absolutely.
think that would be a great introduction to their Latin flavor.
Absolutely. So right on the end there, right next to you, Amanda, is our tamale. So it's a 1-in-1 tamale, 1 meat, 1 grain tamale. And we rode out with those last year. And those corn husks surrounding tamale are actually hand wrapped. You know what? You
Wow.
actually don't eat them, though.
Yes, that's happened in my school. Yeah, happened.
So you kind of get that sweetness coming out of the corn and the masa, and that's combined with the chicken. We have a hatch green chili and a chicken version, and those are just perfectly matched to that masa.
Amazing.
And then they also lend themselves to be paired very well with black beans. So it'll give your half cup legumes. So therefore, that's done for the week if you're a menu planner and you're trying to figure out, oh, how can I put black beans on the plate and make it look good?
Were you in my office last
Ta-da!
That
She was in your head,
always
apparently.
happens.
So it just makes that piece a lot easier because kids, they get tired of eating just baked beans all the time. So it's a great way to put those on the plate and, let them try and see if they like them.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely. And it looks beautiful, too. I mean, you look at the colors here.
It's a good
Just
contrast.
gorgeous.
Absolutely.
But my eyes keep going back to the plantains because I know that they're just so good. Okay, all right, distract me.
Here's what I want to say about the burritos. What we don't know is we don't really know with COVID, unfortunately, where that puts food service establishments across the channel.
True.
I'm talking across the food service channel. So our burritos, the nice thing about them is they are individually wrapped, and you can cook them in lots of different ways. So they're ovenable. You could put them in the microwave. You could send them in a bag home. You could put them in a kit that's going to a college and university. So it has applications beyond just thinking, in a kiosk for K-12.
I did neglect to mention one thing. So we do have some sous vide meats along with the chicken tinga. Chicken tinga is also sous vide, but we have sous vide meats like our beef and our shredded beef and our shredded chicken. So those are clean label, multi-dimensional type products that can be served in different formats and types of cuisines. And so those are also commodity processable along with the tinga.
Excellent. And we love to put the word beef on our menus. So anytime we can get something that is cooked well, and sous vide is such a great way to cook. It's going to lock in all that moisture and make sure that that is going to be delicious every time.
I mean, can you feel the savoriness in your mouth?
You know what? I'm getting so hungry, and I just ate lunch, and you know what? Your food just looks so delectable.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to make it even more delectable with our next set of products,
I can
Asian Food
smell
Solutions.
it from here.
Taking my plate with me.
All right, so let's just come on over here.
Okay, so our ever popular teriyaki chicken. We've had this on the menu since our founding. And so teriyaki chicken actually comes in regular and gluten-free version.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Can I try some?
You may.
right.
Absolutely.
One thing that you're going to notice today is we're going to talk
you, sir.
about applications beyond just the lunch tray. So yes, we have the teriyaki chicken that's beautifully caramelized. But additionally, we're going to show you a different way to apply that chicken. So what about a teriyaki chicken flatbread? Okay, so there's lots of different applications, and if you are K-12, you can use a whole grain flatbread that's 2 grain, and then you can put your portion of teriyaki on top, and it thereby becomes a 2 and 2. And then you can do an Asian slaw, you can do maybe some sliced cucumbers, whatever your population would like as part of the inclusion in the flatbread. And it just kind of gives you that additional option on how you can use your commodity dollars, and not just use it as teriyaki chicken on the tray.
You know what I would do, Della? I would actually layer this backwards, and I would put the meat on the bottom so that some of that delicious flavor kind of saturates into the flatbread so that you have that flavor that's coming throughout. But it's so beautiful, and it's such a great way to take a different concept and apply it to a SKU number that, I know I have in my freezer.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
great idea.
Because teriyaki chickens are one of our favorites, we said, well, what are we going to do now during COVID and come up with a solution for directors? So we actually came with our teriyaki bowl. It's actually pre-portioned, ovenable bowl. It has both, 2 meats. It has 1 grain and a half a cup of broccoli.
The dark green vegetable.
Dark green vegetable,
dark green.
exactly.
That's a good thing, right?
Yes, very good thing.
So you don't have to worry about staff cupping up broccoli. You don't have to worry about if you're getting that credit in. With a 2-1/2 cup, it really makes menu planning very, very simple. The nice thing about our bowls is they are 2 meat alternate, 1 grain, half a cup of broccoli, so they're ready to go. You add a fruit, add a milk, and you're good to go.
That's a compliant, reimbursable lunch.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Amazing. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the teriyaki.
You're standing right in front of it. I don't blame you.
I cleared my plate, and I want some more.
It was so distracting. Now, tell me a little bit about the yakisoba noodle.
Yakisoba noodles, they're also an ever popular
Huge
favorite.
trend.
Okay, so these are obviously whole grain. They don't look whole grain, by the way. We have them in bulk, and we have them in nested noodles. Have you ever heard of a nested noodle?
No,
I have not.
how do I
Nested
not know about a
noodles.
noodle?
Nested noodles comes pre-portioned
Okay.
into 2-ounce nests. And actually credits for that 1 grain.
Correct.
The fact checker.
I love it. He just threw it out there, and she was
And
like,
then, yes.
So these are nested. Are you saying they're going to come nested to me?
They come frozen in a nest.
Okay.
So you don't have to do any portioning.
Oh.
You could
that's
take
pretty
out as
cool.
many as you need. So if you only need 3 nests for the day or 300 nests for the day, you can pull them out. They are IQF, so they're not going to come in, stuck together.
Neat.
And
So
you
you're
know,
going to have exactly the amount
Exactly 2
that
ounces.
says
Correct.
on the box.
correct.
That's fantastic.
With that 1 grain, by the way.
With the 1 grain. Yeah.
And some people say, hey, is this just an Asian noodle? Well, it does look remarkably like spaghetti, too.
True.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So what differentiates a yakisoba noodle from like a spaghetti?
Basically, whether a noodle is extruded or whether it's, kind of cut. So Asian noodles tend to be cut rather than extruded.
So you guys the only ones that do nested noodles?
As far as I know, in K-12,
Okay.
for certain.
Yeah.
What do you guys do that you think you do better than anybody else?
We're a full plate provider, so we're not just the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cover the whole plate. We sell the chicken, we sell the beef, we sell the noodles, we sell the sauce, we do the egg rolls. So we cover the entire plate. So we want a full plate solution? That's us.
There you go.
And
Full
something
plate
that I
solution.
always like to add is, the sauces are truly authentic. So when you taste our sauces and you look at our dishes and you look at, how the sauce clings to the chicken, it's about the taste and the viscosity, right? So it doesn't, it's not watery, right? So you're actually having that sauce stick to the chicken. And that's really going to make a qualitative difference when somebody's consuming a meal.
Now tell me about nutrition labels. I think that this genre of food sometimes gets a bad rap with things like MSG. You put any MSG in these things?
0, no MSG, never, in fact. Never any
Never.
MSG, never.
No
So it just
Fantastic.
tastes good on its own.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a clean label product. We even have a no antibiotics ever commodity processed version of our chicken products.
Wow, that's incredible. What a great way to put out information to your parents. So you said no antibiotics ever.
Ever.
Chicken. Wow. That's pretty impressive.
So we have options and solutions for schools. Yeah, so if you want to use conventional chicken, you want to use no antibiotics ever chicken, you want to do full plate type of perspective, we have that. We have applications, obviously, that kind of match the different genres.
Absolutely. So this is the tangerine chicken I see.
Yeah, so we just, again, let's be creative, right? You don't always just have to have it on the tray. So here we have a tangerine chicken wrap.
Excellent. And these are some pork sliders?
It's the Korean beef. So our Korean beef and put them in a slider. And again, it makes the compliance piece really easy because 2 grain, your meat alternate, and you're good to go. And it gives you just a different way to serve that Korean beef dish.
Yeah, if I might say, one thing different about our beef products is they're whole muscle. They're not chopped and formed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually basically steak and Korean barbecue sauce.
Wow.
I love Korean barbecue.
And also commodity processable.
Incredible. I love the fact that you're taking your meat and putting it onto the 2 sliders. Great plate coverage. I mean, all of these are really good portion sizes. And that's what I love about Asian Food Solutions. Not only is it tasty, but it's going to fill them up.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to have each one of you open one of these up.
Ooh. Is it going to tell me my fortune?
It is. It is. So these are actually whole grain fortune cookies. And
Stop.
8 of them meet 1 grain.
All right, what do you got?
Ladies first.
All successful people started with nothing more than a goal.
How true is that?
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Real talk.
inspirational. What do you
Real
got?
talk. This is your day to shine.
Oh, there you
How
go,
appropriate.
Marlon.
Well, you heard it here, folks, from the show floor with Asian Food Solutions and COMIDA VIDA. Lincoln and Della, thank you so
you.
much for joining us
Thank
today
you.
and showing us these full meal solutions that you folks provide to school districts, colleges, universities, and food service establishments across the country. You guys are everywhere, and we're so happy to have you guys here with us from the show floor.
You're a very
Thank you,
gracious
Amanda.
host. Thank
Thank you,
you for
Marlon.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you, Marlon.
Thank you.